So 3 weeks ago I dropped a video and DJ Sprinkles left a comment asking me to produce something only using these laptop speakers. So no headphones and no speakers. So I'm gonna turn everything off. Okay, so the whole setup is cleared out. All I have now on this setup is just the laptop, the mouse, and the MIDI keyboard. To add on to this whole challenge, I'm going to be using FL Studio, which I haven't used in like 4 months, so I am super rusty. So I can't wait to hear this beat. So the only thing that I'm going to need to connect to the laptop is this keyboard because it connects through USB. So I'm going to use this to connect, and then I'm also going to connect the charger of the laptop. Okay, now everything is connected. Let's get to the beat making, right? So I'm going to open FL Studio 21 and I'm going to make sure that my volume is up. So I'm just going to start by maybe 50% volume. Okay, it needs me to update because I haven't used it in a while. I'll just cancel that. And I'm just going to make sure my volume is around 50% like this. First, I need to figure out what kind of beat I'm going to make. So I'm just going to add an instrument and see what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to add here... okay, let's go with morphine first. Let's drop in morphine because it's always a good idea to start with like keys, right? Like keyboards. I can always just start with keyboards. Ah, this feels wrong, bro. Let me add some more volume here. The way I'm super nervous, I think I'm just gonna make a simple deep house beat. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick Crystal EP or Crystal Keys, because I'm comfortable with these sounds, so I think I'm gonna pick those. So I'm gonna drop my tempo to 120. There we go. Now I've got some chords. There they are, and I'm just gonna delete that. I'm gonna make a selection here for the 4 bars. I think I'm gonna load in a flex right here. Let me try the pizzicato. And I'm just gonna copy this and paste it there. I'm gonna go to the mixer and then I'm gonna add some reverb. Nice. Oh, I never stopped recording. Holy snap. Okay. Let's see. Disarm on stop. So I was supposed to have this disarm on stop on. That's why I have automation right here. So I think I need to redo that. So let me just delete. How the hell do I even delete this? Do you see how rusty I am? What? How do I forget how to delete stuff in the piano roll, bro? Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and record that. Come on, bro, don't ask in the future, everything. Oh, snap. Is this recording everything that I'm doing? Okay, hold on. So, no automation, just notes, no audio, and then clips. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can throw in something else here. So let me create a new pattern and go into... Let's open another flex in here. You see, the only thing that I'm afraid of here is the fact that I'm not going to be able to hear the bass. So I think that's something that I'm going to do at the end because that's where I'm going to struggle the most. So let me add everything else and then the bass last. So stay tuned for that because I think that's going to be really tricky on these kind of speakers because I'm not going to hear all that low end frequencies. Is this thing quantizing as I'm recording? Yeah, it's quantized note start time. I need to turn that off. And end time. Okay, that's enough. So everything recorded nicely. So now I can select and highs. Okay, I'm gonna throw in another sound in here. I think I'll throw in a GMS right there, and ooh, no bass, no bass. I'm not gonna touch bass right now, bro. I'm gonna just go into like the pads. Let's see if I can throw in a pad. Okay, I can hear this a bit better. I'm gonna throw in another GMS. Okay, now let's get some drums into this. So what I'm going to do for drums is I'm going to load up my own samples for drums, because the drums in FL Studio for this style of house that I'm making are ass. So I'm not going to use those. So I'm going to come here to options and file settings and load up my deep house sample pack. Link in the description down below. So I'm going to go to music. Okay, so I'm going to start with cymbals. I like that effect there, so I think I'm gonna copy these just so that I can add that effect there. Okay, that one effect there is whistling a little bit too loud, so I'm just gonna turn down the level. Okay, so I think I'm gonna throw in this tom right there like this and add it there. And let's move on to some claps, right? So I can throw in the claps right here. I think this one will be fine. And I might need to shift this clap, so I'm gonna select, change my grid to none, shift it a little bit. And layer it with another clap. I think this one is good enough. Boom. Okay, let me add a third one just for good measure. Okay, now time to add some kicks, right? So I trust my kicks that I have in my sample pack, so I'm gonna go ahead and put them on. Okay, this one kind of sounds good. And I'm just gonna take off these frequencies around 300K like that. And I'm gonna come in and add a little bit of fast distortion, just a little bit, so I can hear it a bit better. So I can actually solo it so I can hear it. Okay, so I'm gonna drop down the mix of the fast distortion like this. Okay, for this bass line, I'm not gonna do like a sub bass. I'm gonna do a bass that's gonna not be too subby. That's gonna have sub frequencies, obviously, but it's gonna have some mid-range and high-end information as well. So I'm gonna go into, I think the bass that I can add in is from GMS. I think I'm gonna use the kind of the tech house basses that I usually use for other sounds. A bass kind of like something like this. Hey, that sounds good, bro. That sounds good. I think that sounds good. I think that's a nice bass line. So I think the beat is basically done. The idea of the beat is done, and time to listen to it. Ooh, moment of truth. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Okay, not too bad. I think this actually came out way better than I was anticipating. But I think the one thing that I would like to change here is maybe transpose the bass line down. I think it's way too high. I think that's why when I was using the laptop speakers, it sounded like it was okay. I think I need to transpose this down. So I'm just gonna come here and come to edit and transpose 1 octave down like that. Okay, let's see how that sounds. Oh, that sounds better. And now that I'm listening to it on the speakers, the mix is completely different. I might need to actually redo the mix because obviously the speakers sound different from how I mixed it on these laptop speakers. So this was a pretty cool exercise. So the music still came out good. That's what I've learned here in conclusion. And the low frequencies, you obviously cannot hear them, but I think what you can use to kind of have an idea of what your low frequencies are is to use an EQ. So let's say you have, let's say, a bass line or something like that. You might just want to throw in an EQ just so you can visually see what your bass is doing. And after you see what your bass is doing, and then, you know, you just kind of take a look at it, and, you know, so you kind of know where everything is, you know, where everything frequency wise is happening, just so you can kind of control it. If you want to take it down, just visually see what everything is doing. But this was a pretty dope exercise. Thank you to DJ Sprinkles for the idea for this video. I thought it would be super fun. And also thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button down below and also subscribe to support the channel. And I'll see you in my next video. I'm X and I'm out. Peace.